Welcome! We are here ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons in the Old Vest, and it is time to have some fun doing so with our awesome group of Westerners. We're about to have them continue to undertake their little scenarium hunt, bringing along some friends, including Bobby, Fred, and Tara, who's the best and no one has a problem with. Um, and we're about to have fun. You can go ahead and participate by spending some of those channel points to give all types of boons and favors to our players. But we're going to start off in the midst as large birds and simians, encased and growing out of themselves Cenarium crystal, a type known as bonded Cenarium, have themselves here. And with that, we are going to get moving. We are at the top of initiative with Callie, who is coming out of the strange paralysis effect that had been afflicting her. And we're going to get going. So, Callie, you can go.
All right. About how far is she from? Let's see here. About how many enemies would be on the field right now? I see the big blue. Are there any flying around up there?
I think the one right now.
Okay. And how far is that one?
Our department.
Stupid simian box. Okay, from Callie. 60.
60, okay. And I know she has her hunting rifle out, so she's in range. So she is going to go ahead and make a shot with that. And she fires, and it's bad. It's a 10.
10's going to miss, yeah.
She's going to do her second attack to do the same thing. And she just kind of aims for him and fires. And that one is a 23.
That'll hit.
All right. And the piercing damage will be... okay, so it'll be 10 piercing. And also... I think I'm going to spend a wrist die here. Yeah. I'm going to do covering fire. So I'm going to roll a 1d8 and subtract that from the next attack roll the creature makes before my next turn. So that is a d8. I'll just roll it on here. So that is 7. So their next attack will have a -7 to it.
Okay, nice.
And so after that, I just kind of... I don't know if there's any cover where I'm at.
I don't think so. You had to kind of come out into this.
Okay, so in that case, I will stay there, and that will be my turn.
You got it. Ogie, I got you at 12 initiative.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right. Arya,
And
it is yours. Oh.
Does Bobby do anything?
I gave you Bobby, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I know he goes right here, so I was just looking at what he have. I think he has a short bow. All right, so he'll attack with that. And that will be a 19 to hit.
That's going to hit. Yeah, it's a pistol, but it's going to have like the rules of the short bow.
Okay. All right, and that will be 9 piercing for him.
Nice. Very good. Then Arya.
Okay, how far is she from this big giant blue bird thingy? 30? Okay.
Took
Then
us last time to be within 30.
Well, she is going to go ahead and wind up like a baseball player and throw a sonic pulse at it.
Nice.
So 21 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
All
I
right.
give bonuses to Tara.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's 8. Yeah, that's 8 thunder damage, and it also it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. Dirty 20.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, yep, that's all it is.
Okay.
Tara's turn.
What?
Tara's turn.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm
With
gonna
the
put it on a t-shirt.
Thanks. Looking at this,
Tank.
Fred. My gosh.
Tank his other gun?
All right. Yeah. He fires Tara up and pulls the trigger.
Oh, I'm gonna do a bonus action and give Lyra a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Here's its con save. So we roll. So he fires it, and as he pulls the trigger, nothing happens, and then an explosion of sound happens right around the creature for 14 thunder damage. And goes, that's right, lady.
I
Lyra.
will castrate you.
What? You gotta compliment her when she does a good job. Lyra.
Sorry, she's laughing. Hold on. Come on.
Okay, how far am I from the creature?
Never heard of it. Keep still.
Oh.
No, never heard of it.
45.
Nope.
And plus, I've got an armful of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're solving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to move up.
I'm gonna.
You have to be within 30 feet.
Let's see. I'm gonna move up. You said I'm 45. I'm gonna move up 15 feet.
A.M.
And
A.M.
I'm going to use my sonnet attack
A.M.
Mm-hmm.
plus my
Morn.
bardic
Okay, you rolled damage.
inspiration
All right.
for a total of 9.
Did you? It looked like you rolled your damage instead of your.
Oh,
to hit.
I rolled the wrong one. Sorry.
This one.
Okay.
Oh, well, 11 and 5 is 16.
Which hits? There you go.
Okay,
So you already rolled.
so I rolled the damage for 4.
All right.
Because you're raging.
Oh, 3, because I'm still raging for 7.
Okay.
And that would be 2 because I moved, right? No,
What?
I can only use 1 because it's not a 1. Because
You
it's
have
not
to
a...
attack.
Oh, because I'm still raging, right?
No, you just have 2 attacks.
Okay, I'm going to do the sonnet attack again.
Don't have to.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, roll.
For 9.
All right, that'll miss. It tries.
All right.
Tries to snatch at Morgan, missing, and is going to go ahead and it teleports 40 feet into the air. And then it's going to, from that position, fly 80 feet, passing over Lyra as it's going towards more of the spires, cawing desperately for help. Right. Go. Morgan.
Okay, it moved significantly away from me. Okay.
40 feet up and 80 feet away. I don't know that there's much I can do at this point. I was not prepared for it to run that. Is there are there any other targets?
Nope, that's the only one right now.
So I face stepped up here. I guess at this point I need to try and figure out if there's a safe way for me to get down.
Yeah. I believe where you were was only like 10 feet. Oh, no, because you got 30 feet up. Yeah.
I tried to get a height advantage over the thing because I thought it was going to be fighting everybody else, but then it kept flying higher than me. So, yeah, I'm up a bit. I need to find a safe way down.
Okay. You can do athletics to climb down.
All right. Yeah, this will be fun. Oh, not a bad roll. 18.
18. All right. So you're 30 feet, so it'd be half movement. So you could do 15. You can dash if you want.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash.
All right. So use your turn to get down off of it.
Yep. And that's all I got.
All right, then, Callie.
All right. So I know it went 40 feet up, 80 feet away. So roughly speaking, is that 60 feet from me?
Let me find my big measure. Sorry. It's 65.
65. Okay. Okay, still in range. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and use advantage on this first attack. And shoot with my hunting rifle
Nice.
for a 15.
That just hits.
Good. I'll go ahead and roll damage. It's only 8 piercing. I'm going to go ahead and attack again. Oh no, it misses. That's a 10.
Ooh.
So bonus actions. What do I got here? Okay, I need to get a little closer. Oh wait, but it doesn't understand me. That's not going to work. I'm still going to move toward it. I'm going to move. I think it's 35 feet total that I can move, so I should be within 30 feet of it, roughly. Well, maybe not, because it's 40 feet up. So yeah, I'm still going to move 35 feet toward it.
Okay.
In its direction.
Got it.
As for Bobby here, he's going to move up and then fire, which should put him in range.
Did I get missed?
Yeah.
You did. Sorry. Let me let Ogie go before Bobby.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Well, this seems like all people that we would trust, so I probably would have had Pocket out.
Sounds
so
good.
I'm just going to go ahead fire my longbow at the big bird, I guess.
Yeah.
20.
Big blue.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. So let's see, 8. And gonna go ahead use the draconic essence because I got him out, so I might as well actually use it for an extra d6. Alright, so we got 8 piercing and 5 lightning damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I'll just go ahead, pulling my bow out, and just as I unleash the arrow, you see Pocket kind of spit some electricity on it as it just goes through. You don't even see it flying as it just blows clean through its head all the way out.
Nice.
Arrow's just gone.
And it falls, its cenarium-laden body crashing into the ground. What you do hear in the distance and see are some about the size of this bird and some bigger are swirling into a swarm, ready to defend their territory within the center, looking to come out. I'm going to keep initiative just because it's going to matter for round purposes. Exactly what all of you want to do. But right now, anybody who wants to shout out can have a conversation before we run back into the actual what everyone's doing.
It's got the cenarium inside the bird.
Yeah.
I think we need to drag the bird away.
How big is that thing?
It's large, so it's about 10-12 feet.
Can we get the horses over here in time?
I mean, Lyra could probably pick it up and put
Or
it on
can
the
drag
wagon.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
drag it. I guess I can run for the wagon. Unless somebody's faster. I can run at 70.
I mean, I can run at 60, but I can get 120 here in a single round.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right.
Because
Well, it sounds like
cats.
I think we'll go back to initiative. Sounds like we have a plan at least. And so it's Bobby's turn.
All right. I guess Bobby will try to do some covering fire here. So I'll roll him kind of shooting. Almost, I don't know. Like I feel like it's like almost intent to scare some off.
Yeah, I think intimidation check.
All right, what's his intimidation here? How intimidating is Bobby?
Yeah, you can do intimidation or you can do animal handling.
He is not proficient in either one, but he'll be better at intimidation, so I will roll that. That's not bad. It's at 18.
All right, I like that. Yeah. That's going to have an effect. So it fires the these creatures. Looks like they're getting closer, and they kind of scatter back. Him just aiming it correctly to like kind of sort of damage. Others give them headaches enough to scare them off, make them think twice. Love it. It's a good shot. So then Arya.
Arya's gonna be like, guess let's head to the mounts. Yeah. Run. Go. Yeah, she's gonna run. Start running towards where we left the mounts and stuff.
All right. I think Fred's gonna essentially do something. I think Fred's gonna move his movement and then start going. All right, honey, try and warm up here, and then Tower starts to hum for him a little bit. He's charging something up. Lyra.
I guess let's see. I'm gonna run over to the. How far away is that big blue bird from me? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna run over to it, grab it, I guess. Start dragging it.
Yeah, I think you get to it, then you can drag it. If you use your action to dash, you can drag it 20 feet.
Okay. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
And because I've got one arm full of eggs and the other arm full of big blue birds.
I love it. You got the egg bird like, come on.
Because that's about all I can do. I don't. Everybody else is going to have to cover me.
I love it. Morgan.
So Lyra went after the big one, but there was the other one that she'd pitched out of the net onto the ground, out of the nest onto the ground.
Yes.
How big is that one?
That one's just medium sized. So you could drag it.
Yeah, I'll grab that one and we'll drag it.
Sounds good. So it would be half your movement, 2 dragging it. Good.
And I mean, I'll dash with it as well.
Yeah. Ogie, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to just do my full movement, action dash to get my speed around to 60, then feline agility to get that total of 120 towards the direction of the carriage. Or
Nice.
whatever. And I'm going to use my bonus action to command Pocket to help drag corpses. So if there's not another one to drag, third one, he's gonna just help Lyra.
Okay. I think Pocket. Well, what size is Pocket?
Medium, I think.
Medium. He's going to be most useful in giving Morgan full movement speed instead of half.
Let me double check here. Alright. That's fine. I just my only command. Okay, small technically. It's got a strength of 16 though. Strong little guy.
Yeah, except it's the strength is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I commanded it to help pull corpses. So it's
Okay, yeah.
gonna
so
pull
it's
whatever it can help with.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so because of Bobby's fire, the swarm does not make any movement this turn. And then Callie.
All right. So everything's being dragged at this point, correct?
I believe so, yes.
All right. So she'll turn to Bobby, who's probably closer to Lyra, and tell him to move with her for covering fire. And
Alright.
she'll go to try to do covering fire for Morgan and Pocket as they drag out, or as they carry the other one out.
Nice. Yeah, I think both of you make that intimidation check.
All right, so we both do that.
Yeah.
All right, roll mine first. I only get a 9. Let's see how Bobby does. Bobby, jeez. He gets a 21.
So Callie like hurrying, firing the ground a little bit like crap, and then Bobby. Yeah.
And as a free action, I think before she did this, she would have switched to her pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, making dust up, pushing things over. That's such a high roll. Even with the raised EC, it's going to distract the birds some more. Then Arya.
She will take a couple of the eggs off of Lyra's hands if she can and carry them. She's not very strong, but I don't know. Can she?
Yeah.
Alright. And then she'll be like, Bobby, you got this! Keep him off our tail! And Bardic for Bobby.
Nice. Goes Aramis Arya! And keeps firing.
And that's a D8.
My charisma's higher, Arya.
You ain't doing much good right now. Your brain's a little weird right now, so
Bobby's just intimidating.
that's exactly what we want.
All right. Let's see here. Then Fred is moving, but keeping Tara humming some more. Goes, that's right. Sing that song. Sing that song.
He's gonna be sleeping on the couch.
Good Lyra.
I'm just keeping an eye up in the sky and on where I'm dragging. So I'm watching where I'm going and I'm keeping my eyes up and still dragging. Am I close to the edge or have I gone over the edge?
I mean, this goes on, but I think with that dragging stuff helping you're getting out of where you're moving out of the protection that their song was giving.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
moving into the dust storm.
Oh,
But I'll say you're probably where Ogie can get to you and help get them on the wagon. Is what
Okay.
I'll say.
okay. So,
Perfect.
yep, I'm still dragging along.
Got it. Then Morgan.
Just keep dragging.
All right. Very cool. Morgan drag there too, and then that'll give us to Ogie.
So, bonus action just to command Pocket to keep doing what he's doing.
Nice.
And then, I guess, am I at the wagons? And if not,
Yeah.
Okay. Then helping load anything that gets there and waiting until, I guess, yeah, I'll hold my action to help load.
You got
or
it.
secure at least, if we
Yeah.
can get in there, just,
I think with this,
Alright.
they have it there. You were able to get both bodies up on the thing.
Alright. Then I'll just yell, hurry up, y'all!
Okay. Callie.
Callie and Bobby are doing the same thing. They're just providing covering fire for Morgan, Pocket, and Lyra.
All right. Give me that set of intimidation again.
All right, let's roll me first. Nat 20. Now for Bobby. Okay. He's also got, what was it? Bardic.
Yeah, he's got a Bardic, which is a D8, and it's an ability check, so it can be rolled twice and
Okay.
choose which roll to use.
All right. I'm going to keep the first one. That's an 8. So that's 19 total for him.
Nice. So both of you do a very good job. Next, and I think with that all loaded, let's see, we'll do Arya.
Get the eggs in the cart and load up herself.
Nice. Sounds good. With that, Fred let loose the blast that creates a whole bunch of dust in the creature's way, topples a few of the nests as he grabs and hops on the wagon with Terror and is very careful. Like, all right, I don't want to scratch you, honey. I'll put you right down.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Not enough room. We got too many eggs. Gonna have to leave her behind, Mr. Fred.
All right. Then with that, the wagon goes, and all of you successfully escape with the spoils here. All right. So now the question here becomes where do you all want to try to get to as the storm is picking up?
Was there a cave nearby? Shelter?
Would I have, because I was probably mapping everything out on the way out to wherever we are.
Oh, that's right. We forgot you now. Oh, yeah, you can find anything with Ogie because you know this whole area. You've been mapping it. Now that Ogie's here. Yeah, then it is dusty. So, but yeah, so I think, yeah, Ogie, you can go ahead and make a survival check. You can also use your cartographer's proficiency if you need to.
Well, I got expertise in survival, so I'll go with that.
You got it.
So, I missed the dice tower. Alright, it's a 27.
All right, then that will do it. Quickly, as the storm picks up, you're able to find a small system of caves like you've been before. Start to stand guard, knowing that other things might try to get here for their own shelter of the storm. And so being ready with your weapons and leaving signs that this is occupied, that you've learned in other situations, the dust begins picking up that lethal velocity that all of you are familiar with. As you sit in this cave with your 2 kills and the eggs that you've gotten. What would you like to do?
Mr. Fred, you should go out there and mark our territory.
You're alright. Look, we're fine. What do you... Just kind of looks at you weird. And sets Sarah down and goes over to Ari, like, you alright?
Perfectly fine, Fred.
See you weird. Good. No idea what you're upset about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really is like,
I'm fine, Fred. Why don't you make sure Tara's fine?
it's just a gun. But I need to make sure the gun's fine.
Yeah, make sure the gun's fine.
But, alright. You're being weird.
Stupid that she's so jealous of this gun, but she is.
I love it.
Bobby, you don't name your guns, do you?
Looks.
He does!
What guy wouldn't name his guns?
Yeah, he's very much like.
Especially in the Old West, everybody named their weapons.
Very much like. Well, yeah, I'll name my guns. Everyone names their guns.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
Alright. Good.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I haven't used Francois in a while. Maybe I should start using him.
Fred. You mean you've had a gun and been using it? Of course you should be using it, Fred.
No,
Fred
no.
as well. Like,
I don't have a gun.
well, I don't know. What's Francois?
She's gonna hold up her parasol.
Oh. Well, yeah. Use Francois. Or help us out. Help us keep us safe.
Yeah, sure. And she's gonna whack him with it.
Ow! What are you on about? I think Bobby. Kelly, why Miss R so upset?
I don't know. I think they're old.
Oh. That makes a lot more sense. All right. So in this space, anything else everybody wants to do?
Bobby, what's the name of your gun?
Oh. Killer. So,
Killer?
Killer. Yeah, to be fair, I should really call it Wounder because mostly I just make things crawl before I have to go up and put them out of misery. I was doing good before.
Killer is a nice name for a gun. A lot better than Tara.
It's not, though.
My
Hope he doesn't say that. That's Ryan saying that.
She takes out her pistols, revolvers. This one here, this one's the Raven, and this one is Lady Luck.
Those are good names too. You hear that, Fred? You hear these names? These are good names.
Lady Luck used to belong to my mother.
Oh.
What about your rifle?
Oh, that's just for hunting.
You don't have a name for your rifle?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
Maybe.
It's not mandatory, but I mean, if you want to.
Well, I mean, I just don't use it that often, except for, and I don't go hunting very often. This is probably the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you ever want to come out on one of the hunting parties, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I am right now.
I'm saying in the future as well.
Oh, Bobby, do you go on hunting parties a lot? No?
I think he typically works in the mines. This is kind of a special exception. I'm talking about with the organized.
Yeah, Matt's frozen. I just realized.
Oh no. Oh no, we lost our DM.
Oh,
He was just
I
really
thought he was-
engrossed in something.
Yeah,
Oh
that
no.
or he was trying to speak with his mind. It's,
No, he's frozen.
Oh no.
Oh.
well, I guess now we're all in charge. So I gift us with 1,000,000 gold pieces and.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
bad. We have no super.
Crew made their way back to town. And that's when they sold all their belongings and made
We
off with
have
a
no
fortune.
supervision. Ooh, that's bad.
Oh my god.
That's funny. They left us unsupervised. It's their fault.
Hey, now's the time to break Tara.
Let's go. Let's take our revenge.
Oh, 100%. Oh my goodness.
Who's trying to do the Jedi mind
I mean, it's funny, like the ridiculousness of how jealous Arya is of this gun. It's so stupid, and it's.
Was there? I know we were. I know we were going after the birds, but was there another target out here that we had to get to?
I don't think so.
He'd mentioned something about apes.
Well, there were apes and birds.
Yeah, because the scenario we wanted was mostly air, anything to do with air,
Yeah.
wind, because
Yeah, the scenarium that we really wanted was on the birds,
Yeah.
but I think we did kill one of the simians.
it got delayed.
Hmm.
Oh no. This is really bad. We really are unsupervised. I
Oh,
don't know
no.
what to do.
Well,
Well, we'll just have to RP a bit here.
All right.
How about we play a game?
Now, what shall we play today?
It's called What the Hell Is Up With That?
Oh! What's that?
It's where we each take a turn probing into each other and, just ask, what the hell is up with that?
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah, Mr. Fred, you got a gun named Tara. What the hell's up with that?
I feel like that's the wrong person to ask her.
All right, somebody else go.
Oh no! Oh my god! I don't even know. I'm like, I've been laughing so hard, I'm sweating. Hold on.
Oh god.
So, Callie,
Mm-hmm.
you are so upset with your dad about his new relationship. What the hell is up with that?
Well, your employee, what's her name?
Melody.
Melody.
Melody. Well, the first time I met her, you may not know this, but it was right after I'd gone out to try to get a hold of out of character. I want to call him Liam, but I don't think that was his name because I think we changed it. The guy who got killed,
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Okay.
I think Liam's right.
Liam. So, or Felwyn. It's either Felwyn or Liam. But yeah, so I went to go find him. And when I came back to return the item, she was all like, "You're a liar, and I don't believe a word you're saying." And I mean, even before I said a word, I just think he can do better. She was all like, "Oh, all right, Callie. Okay, Callie, whatever, Callie." Ogie,
Yes.
now that you know that people think your house is haunted and you just kind of keep staying there, not saying anything, and what the hell's up with that?
Well, it's not. I don't really think of it as my house. It's just where I sleep. Like before, I slept at the docks. They weren't my docks. That's just where I slept.
But you just hide there when people are over there.
Well, I don't want to bother nobody.
But it's your house, Ogie.
It's
It
not.
is it is your house. You claimed it. It's yours. You live there.
I did not claim nothing. I was like, this seems like a nice place to sleep for the night, and so that's where I've been sleeping.
No, but you did claim it because, like, my boss, when I spoke to him about how he got the store, he just said, well, he just showed up and took it because nobody was there, and so now he owns it.
Well, there are other people there too. Does that mean it's theirs as well? In which case, I'll find another place to sleep. I mean, there's some decent. I've seen some pretty nice empty crates out back at the tavern.
No.
I could probably fit in.
Don't you dare sleep behind my freaking saloon. You
I can move.
You have a house. It is your house.
You need to stand up to them, Ogie. You need to, like, when they come over.
It's all. As I grew up, it was all about sharing and anything you had, and so if they need to use it, they're more than welcome to.
But
Well, here Sharon ain't caring, and they're just sitting there. They're doing weird stuff in your house while you watch.
Okay, nobody's doing weird stuff over there, Miss Aria. For
Are you
starters.
sure?
I ain't, and I don't watch or nothing. Typically, if somebody comes by, I try to give them as much and stay away from them as much as possible. I give them their space.
I'm gonna go over there, and next time somebody comes into your house, I'm going to like scare them off for you. Be like, get out of Ogie's house.
I still don't think of it as my house.
It is your.
I think you just need a room somewhere then, Ogie. You need to get, if you don't want that house, that's fine, but there are other houses.
I don't need a house. I've never had a house before, so why would I need one now?
Ogie, if you didn't have a wanted poster out on you, I'd put a sign out that said Ogie's house. Do not enter if you ain't Ogie.
I got a feeling they probably know where I stay anyway, if they tracked me to the town. If you looked around, there ain't too many people with my complexion around town.
Well, there's a really nice house just down the road, right on the outskirt of town, and they say the mayor used to live there, but nobody lives there now. So why don't you just take that one?
Why don't you just stay there?
That's way too big. I don't feel right there.
It's about the size of where you're at now.
No, it's really not. Ogie's in like a 1 or 2 room little
Oh, God.
tiny house.
So
And
like,
then there's like a wood shack like out back, which he frequently goes to, especially if there's multiple people coming. He just goes to the little shack
you-
out back.
so you just let them come into this house that you're staying at and do whatever they please. You just leave?
Yeah.
What do you do with your stuff?
Well, I don't have much stuff. It pretty much all fits right here in this bag. And he just plops his backpack down.
Oh, you are.
I got everything I need right here.
We need to have like some sort of like fundraiser for Ogie so he can get something.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I got everything I need. I got my stuff right here. It's got a nice comfy bedroll. I got Pocket, and I got friends.
You're almost as bad as Lyra with her tent.
That's a real nice tent, by the way, Lyra. that was a very nice tent.
Thank you. I like my tent. It's comfy. It keeps me dry when it rains.
Yeah, that's a lot more than I had for the longest time. So
And it fits all of me.
yeah, that is. It sounds like you got everything you need right there.
It does. I do.
See?
So, how big is your tent, Lyra?
It's fair good size. I can stand up in it.
How come you never invite people over? We could have like a housewarming party.
I don't think it's that big. But I can stand up in it and I can stretch out in it. And it's comfortable for me.
And do you just keep it in the same place?
No, I move around. I'm never in the same place.
Oh.
Depends on where she's working.
Yeah, it depends on where I'm working. Because I can move it to different job sites. Depends on what I'm building, where I'm building it.
Well, don't you want to set up roots in the town and have like your own house and your own place?
Maybe one day. But right now, I'm just helping everybody else.
And then there was the deputy.
Oh, I'm just sitting here, just absorbing all this info.
You're going to use it for blackmail, aren't you?
I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. It's that check. Yeah. Oh, cocked. Fuck. Oh, that's not a 2, that's a 12. 22.
I mean, it's not blackmail. It's more she just wants to know how people work and what's going on, and that may be useful later. But it may, it's pragmatic knowledge about the people that she works with.
Gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. Callie, did you have a question for Fred? He was busy over there dilly-dallying with Tara.
You just told me to take care. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. I did start it with him. So we're playing a game, Mr. Fred, asking each other questions. And your question is, well, you have a gun named Tara.
Yeah.
What the hell's up with that?
kind of silly.
Mm? Nothing's too silly, Fred.
Who's Tara?
Oh, Terry ain't nobody.
Really?
Just
Yeah,
random
really.
name?
Inside check. Inside check.
You know what? I'm going to
All right.
insight that too.
22.
22.
For me, it's not that great. It's just a 17 for me,
Okay.
or a low.
Yeah. I think look at this. Fred, he doesn't. He seems to be telling the truth. Simple guy.
So, where did you get the name Tara from if it's not named after somebody?
Oh, well, it was when I designed this particular specimen, was using it, and just what I used to do, people would say I was tearing it up, and it was after a while, name became Tara.
Wow. It's about to tear a hole in your relationship, Mr. Fred.
What?
Nothing. Well, now that we've all learned something from each other, except for Morgan. Morgan, do you live at the jail?
No, I'm in the house right behind it. I can walk out the back of the office and get to my house.
Well, I just noticed you've never invited anybody over.
Well, y'all throw far better parties than I do.
I haven't thrown any parties. But you've still been to my house.
Well,
I've never thrown a party.
only because you stole something that we needed.
I didn't steal nothing.
Creatively reacquisitioned.
You're almost just as bad as that woman. I didn't steal anything. I made a deal.
Somehow, the proprietary and privately owned plans for a particular piece of technology that should have been in somebody else's workshop was at your house.
And okay, yeah, but that person is no longer here. So shouldn't it go to somebody who can make sure it gets made?
The person it belonged to wasn't Liam. It was Liam's dad, who's still very well here.
And who hasn't done anything with it.
Well,
I mean, he was my friend.
I'm just saying that's why we were at your house. It wasn't like you just invited us over there, So there's not been a reason for anybody to be at my house. That's all I'm saying.
Well, one day we're still gonna find his killer. Still strange that whole night.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, anybody have a question for Bobby?
Bobby,
Yeah.
you just crawled out of the woodwork and just started hanging all over Miss Callie over here.
That's not
What
true
What
at
the
all.
hell is up with that?
No, you don't have to answer that.
Yes, he
Bobby.
does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Mm.
He's just sitting there.
Silence speak louder than words.
We both wanted to dance. We both danced. Then we both wanted to go shooting, so we went shooting.
So
Exactly.
fast friends.
And Ogie wanted to watch.
So just fast friends with stuff
I-
in common.
I ain't say just anything.
So friends with stuff in common.
I don't know why you gotta be about putting labels ain't no one mentioned yet.
Exactly.
I said friends.
Yeah.
Everybody here's friends.
Yeah, me and Fred are just friends.
It's not like that at all.
I said I ain't say just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All I said was friends with stuff in common.
Well,
I
don't all
didn't.
friends?
I didn't throw any labels on you. I just said you were friends.
Well, yeah, but Lyra, you're friends with Arya with things in common.
Yeah, I was just saying you were friends with stuff in common. Why
Well, I
are we
don't-
all trying to defend that?
I don't know
I
why we have
didn't-
to specify things in common. I just thought all friends had things in common.
Never mind. Never mind. You're not understanding what I mean, honey. It's okay. You just got along. That's all.
I'm gonna go take God. Says Bobby. Gets up, goes
I will
back
too.
to the cave. All right.
Well, I'm just gonna sit down over here in my little corner and rest up a bit while we're waiting for this sandstorm to blow over.
Yeah. I think over there, Bobby very like as if he doesn't really know if this is a really good idea to say anything or not. He just goes, whatever this is what it is, right?
Right.
All right.
Why?
Just, well, sounds we're on the same page. That's all.
What do you mean, same page?
Man, it's really blowing out there hard, ain't it?
Well, I mean, what do you think?
About what?
The page. Never mind.
No. Looks at you. I ain't sure what precisely you want, but I'm enjoying whatever it is.
Insight check. 7.
I think with that, you probably, whatever Callie would think, probably.
Right. Just kind of looks confused for a second, and then
Sometimes it seems like you're worried that people think we're together. Other times you're worried people don't think we're together. And
no.
I might be wrong. My point is this. I like being around you. And whatever you want that to be.
Well, I just don't want them to scare you off.
You're an idiot.
No.
Kelly, if you didn't scare me off, how the hell is someone else going to?
No, I mean, it's, maybe you don't actually want to be here. And so people are saying things, and then you're like, oh, so that's what people think's going on. And then you're like, oh, well, I got to get out of here. And
Well, then you just poor judge a character. No. I ain't gonna be nowhere I don't want to be. And I think the same about you. I don't think you're gonna be nowhere you don't want to be.
Well, that's true. I just there's some things you don't know. Maybe talk for another day.
Well, all right, that's fine. But there's always going to be things we don't know. We just make the best decision with what we do know. And I think being here with you is the best decision.
And I don't want that to change, so
All right. It looks for a moment. You know, whatever you want at right now. There might be a point where, I mean, we know we've been hanging around for a few days. In a month or two, we start hanging around. Might be time I need to ask. Right?
well, I mean, you did punch some people, so that was nice.
Huh.
I mean,
Thank
I'm
you.
not condoning violence. I just mean,
Yeah. They had words in their mouth that they didn't belong there, so I decided to slap it out of them. Don't need any of that garbage. But
between you and me,
Mhm.
what do you think of Melody?
I don't. She serves drinks. And I never talk to her too much other than saying please and thank you. I don't. I know your daddy hanging out with her, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, good. Good that you don't think of her.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think sitting there, he'll just put his hand on yours.
Oh yeah, she reciprocates and just they're kind of on guard, but probably distracted. Disadvantage perception checks and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they go looking out, but yeah, they're just like, all right. Because he does take things seriously, but he's like, all right. Plus, it is like the storm, so I think there's a level of Nate nothing out there. But all right, back in the cave. Anything else?
I don't know. Is Fred polishing his gun?
Fred is very confused.
As I think every guy would be in that situation.
He's just like he has progressed to I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong.
Exactly.
And he's going, I think continually working on the gun is not the right idea. So he I think has started cleaning his shoes, just doing things. He's just sort of like, I'm not sure what to do. Or
Arya feels like she's punished him enough. Fred,
yeah.
I need to sleep. Will you come sit over here so I can lay on your lap?
All right.
Thank you.
Down. There's a moment where you see he's thinking of making a comment. Like, I'm just gonna go sit down.
She just gives him a little kiss. Thank you.
All right. Get some sleep.
I will. And she'll just lay down and close her eyes.
It's good. Great. Anything else? Then go ahead and roll the perception checks for Bobby and yourself at disadvantage there, Jackie.
All right. Roll mine first. All right. That is going to be 8 for me. And Bobby, what's his perception? That's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he got a nat 20 on one of them. Oh, but still rolled really good. He got well, no bonus. So it's a 15 for him.
15. Okay.
He's paying more attention than Callie is.
It's funny. Sounds about right, actually. He's like, all right. Looks. The 15, he's looking out. And there's an instant where he draws his weapon and says, "What's that?"
I draw my gun.
And I believe a 30-20 hits. Bobby?
I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, his AC is 14, so that'll hit him.
Hey, so that's 20 thunder damage.
Ouch. 20. Okay.
Brings out, and he's blown back 15 feet into the main room, I think. As you see, he's bleeding.
Yeah, I just kind of scream, Bobby, and just kind of keep to cover and move back into the main room to make sure he's all right so I can wake everybody up. Run to attack.
I think we've all heard that. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a scenario weapon. Those things wake people up. So it's...
Arya will see Bobby bleeding and quickly cast Healing Word.
I'm assuming we should roll initiative at this point.
Not necessarily right now.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna cast the Healing Word real quick.
Morgan is rolling into bed, drawing and getting eyes on the entrance to this cave.
All right. Make a perception check.
6, 7, 8. That's 12 hit points back to Bobby.
Okay.
22.
Okay. So you look out, and from the mouth of the cave, you just see what looks like a shadow, like a form move out of sight into the storm, like out of where the mouth of the cave you could see.
Mr. Shadow.
Is it humanoid, animal?
Looks humanoidish. At least in vague terms.
I'll holler out to the rest of the group. We got at least one target out here.
Well, let's keep to cover and make them have to come to us.
It's a good plan. Fred, get Bobby out of in the corner over there.
I mean, he can move. He's at 25 hit points now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's doing all right. Just really threw him for a loop. Ugh. And yeah, I think Fred grabs a hammer out of his pack. Like, dang it, Terra don't like close spaces.
I'd like to roll stealth, just so that I can get eyes on the cave entrance without them being able to see me and get a shot on me, so that...
Yeah, roast. Give me a stealth check.
So that's a nat 20 for a 31.
Nice.
Hey, Mark, where the hell did she go?
Not a clue, but I am going to get my... Yeah. I'll get Francois out.
Oh, good. We got Francois. We got it now. Still have no idea what's going on. She's like, whatever. Thinking it's normal. Doesn't think Mario made it up.
Oh God. I was gonna ask Morgan if she saw him, but I don't know where the hell she went.
Well, she's probably doing her sneaky ass shit, and we just need to let her do her thing. And just keep guard in here. Keep our wits about us.
Well, Ogie's gonna go ahead and try to get eyes on, because he's not sure what Morgan's doing, so he's gonna be trying to keep eyes on the
Okay, you're gonna try to stealth as well.
No.
Okay.
He's just looking. He's watching.
Right. Sounds good. So you go to watch and give me a perception check.
Um, 23.
All right, 23. You clearly see that no one's there, basically. Get a real good sense. You're looking, and you think that whatever is out of sight.
I'm just gonna maintain vigilance here while we wait.
Right.
Kind of just staying at the ready as much as I can.
All right. Okay, so you stand vigilant. Some time passes. Soon. It's been about 15 minutes. There's been no action.
Is it still storming?
It is.
What type of storm is it?
This is like the dust storms. The Cenarium dust, the vicious ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if somebody's out there, I don't think they're going to last long. I heard tale about some lady that wandered off and one got killed.
Yeah. Yeah, it can happen. We just need to. I think we need to stay closer in here and just. Morgan, where are you, Morgan?
I thought we were just letting her do her sneaky stuff.
It's been like 15 minutes. What is she doing out there?
Yeah, she could be hurt.
Sneaky stuff.
Out in the storm, though?
Ogie, you hear a voice. Like Morgan is standing right next to you. I'm not out there. I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I thought I was supposed to be cat.
Huh?
I don't.
I,
Very quiet.
yes. Okay. So, what do you think? What do you guys think? What do we should we just not sit out there and keep guard?
Well, maybe we can start keeping guard from here with the cover,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of us can try to get some sleep while we do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless somebody has a better idea, because I think trying to fight somebody in a dust storm just ain't gonna work out.
No, it ain't.
Sounds as good plan as any, I guess.
Okay. How long were they taking watch for? Were they out there for?
If y'all said probably like a good first, like a good shift.
All right, so Bobby and I'll get some shut eye.
Okay.
I can go ahead and take next watch if you want.
All right.
We were paying attention the whole time.
I know. I trust you.
I trust you too. She smirks at Callie.
Eyes like a hawk, Miss Aria. Eyes like a hawk.
I'm believing.
Amazing. All right, then.
Ogie, wake me for the next.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Ogie can make your perception check.
Is this a disadvantage?
We'll go straight.
Okay. 21.
One. Now. Still storm blowing. As much as you dare to look, you don't keep you don't stand out there, but you take your few looks. You don't see anyone coming into the cave.
Well, as my watch comes in, and I'll go wake Lyra.
All right.
Okay, I'll take my turn. I'll take my stand at watch.
All right. Give me the perception check.
Ah. $18.
Okay. It's blowing and seems as though it's gotten a little quieter, but more like muffled. There's still the same intensity and speed of the sand against stone, or really the rock against rock, but it's more muffled than it was before. Anything you want to do?
Like it's hitting against something against the stone? Like something blocking it from hitting against the side walls?
Yeah, potentially something like that. It's because it was where you're raging before into the cave mouth before, past it, and it had a certain volume. And then it just says you just notice that it's quieter.
Like something's blocking the cave entrance.
Potentially.
I'm gonna wake Morgan for him to do her to do her check again, because she's got that stealthy thing
Sure.
that she
Yeah,
can go closer to the entrance.
I'll do that.
All right.
Not quite as good this time. Only a 27.
Nice. So yourself. Go ahead and give me a perception check, I guess.
The dice are liking me. That's a 25.
Ooh. Very nice. You start go out, you see that some rocks have been moved. And from the cave entrance, there's it's like a wall has been built of heavy stone, but just set on top of each other. Guess each one would probably weigh anywhere from 800 to 1,300 pounds apiece. And they're stacked against the wall. So you can see kind of going out of the mouth of the cave, turning right. As you see this stack, you see the wall. And it goes about 30 feet that direction before you can see that the canyon here itself curves, and it seems that stones have been stacked to lead further and making one way to travel. And the width here is just about 5 feet, enough for one person to go at a time.
So it's basically it's penning us in. We're being corralled.
That's what it would seem to be. You're also close to the end of a long rest. It's up to you how you want to proceed.
I'm gonna keep eyes on. I'll tell Lyra that I'm taking over the watch.
Okay. And Lyra, do you go back to sleep?
Okay.
All right. You stay in and until you get the sense that, well, yeah, I'll have you did your perception before. It's I think that maybe it's still getting in progress wherever it is the end is of it, because you keep hearing like the sound being like a little redirected. But if you keep with that, you all can take your long rest. And you'll come to waken as the sun rises. The dust storm is cleared, it seems.
So before anybody goes back out towards the entrance, I'm gonna let everybody know that that during the storm they were setting up stones. The shot to Bobby looks like it was mostly to just get us out of the entrance to not realize what was happening. But
Like, so they're corralling us.
yeah, they're putting us in a chute like cattle.
Oh well, that's okay. Where is the cart inside this cave with us?
Yeah, because there's a big cave.
Well, are we closed in?
I don't know if we're closed in, but the only way out of here is single file down the chute.
So we're not going to
Unless-
be able to get this cart through there.
Well, hold on. What about Tara? Can't she blow a hole in this thing?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Right?
we could definitely try that.
But what if you blow a hole in it and it collapses in on us, and on the entrance of the cave, and it gets we get buried in?
I think Fred goes, doesn't look like they put a roof on it.
Okay.
If I aim for the outer wall, I'd say the only thing, to definitely let them know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the noise might surprise them, but they're gonna know precisely where we're coming out. But assuming there ain't no walls out there, it'll at least let us be in the open instead of down the chute, like you said, Morgan.
I feel like we got two options here. Either way, we gotta make the hole bigger, but are we planning to go out shooting and try to get out of here? Or are we gonna bunker down and shoot?
I think we should get ready, and as soon as Fred blows a hole in that, we run
All
and
right,
cover ourselves with fire.
let's go ahead and get everything packed then.
It's going to need to be a decent hole if we're getting the cart out with us. Like there's a certain amount of it might
what
take
if-
multiple shots.
What if we all aim at the same time? We've all got scenarium.
I don't.
I know.
Excuse me.
We're going to need to stage everything so that when we need to run, we can run. But once Fred starts taking those shots, we're likely going to need to defend Fred and Tara for a little
Well-
bit of time before they can open the hole big enough for the cart.
Well, you give me about a minute getting Tara hot and heavy here, and I'll get that hole open about 20 feet.
A minute? Okay, well that'll give us time to get everything set back up and put back in the cart and everything and get us.
All right, well, let's get everything packed up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So your intention is for Fred to get started, so he'll get kind of close, pick what he thinks is the best one to aim for. He goes, all right, here we go. And there's this hum that keeps growing louder as he holds her, and the gun begins to vibrate.
And Arya will be like, "You got this, baby," and give him a Bardic.
All right.
And Callie will say, "You got this, girl."
And Morgan is going to lash up her horse in front of the cart too. So instead of a single horse, it's two. And Morgan's going to be on the horses of the cart, trying to make sure we get this cart moving as fast as possible once the hole's open.
Yeah.
And with an attack roll, it takes thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic.
Okay.
So that gives it a little extra damage on top of that.
Yeah. I'll let the damage go here. Technically, this isn't an attack roll, but I'll let it go. I'll give it the
Okay.
damage. Just an extra D8.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you hurry up, get everything moving. Anything particular anybody wants to make sure that they do?
I am going to hold, I guess, my scenario, Francois. In case somebody starts firing, I can start firing back. God, I only have 30 feet on that, so I'm just gonna do.
You should have more than that. We upgraded all the weapons got upgraded.
Oh, did it? I did not know that. I don't even know how to do that, so it's just 30 feet on my stuff. So
Yeah, mine still says 30 feet too, but we upped it to 45 when we got the weapons
right.
to Miracle Lake.
I'll just use my short bow. That's 80 feet.
Yeah. Sounds good. Anything else?
No, I think I'm just gonna be holding my bow, waiting. Same with Pocket. He's gonna be sitting there, crouched and ready.
Morgan's on the horses.
All right.
I've got my glaive in hand.
All right. Goes, all right. You ready? Let's go. And he pulls the trigger, and a truly insane amount of noise is preceded by 2 seconds of nothing before the wall just blows out of this little maze-like thing and shatters. He deals 53 thunder damage.
Damn.
As and actually make sure it checks. Oh, good. Terra doesn't overheat. All right. So he goes, all right, she's okay. And gets up. I imagine you guys just book it.
Yeah, as soon as the concussion of the blast passes, I'm firing up the horses and heading for the hole.
All right.
Guess Callie will be riding in the wagon and ready to shoot.
Yeah. All right. So you take this out, and you see immediately here as you come out of this corner and you're riding, you can just see that it's this kind of maze almost, the one pathway kind of set of a path. You hit onto the open. The opening here kind of rises up to slightly higher ground as you go, giving you a view overhead of where you can see this. At first, it was a single file, like just pathway that looked like it went into sort of a maze. And above, way high, you can now see, looking down at all of you, is this brown cloaked figure. The cloak itself seems torn in tatters. It's hard to see precisely what's underneath there, and they lie prone on the surface of the canyon overhead. You can tell that they've looked and turned, but currently they're not firing.
Just keep going.
I want to use a bonus action if we're passing by them.
So you're going away from them.
How far am I from them?
When you got to kind of see what's happening, you would have been about 120 feet.
Oh, well, never mind.
Okay. It was because they were kind of on the other end. So basically, this macing went the opposite direction of where you were headed.
Okay.
He just kind of blew out the leggy wall. I wrote to see what wall he blows out and blew it out into the open area.
Nice.
And they were set up more where the maze is rather than where you're headed. All right, you ride off. Hey, Callie, you look and you just can tell they must have a scope of some kind, but they are tracking and watching as all of you ride away.
All right, I definitely mention that they are watching us to Morgan, who I think is driving.
Yep.
I would say, Morgan, this definitely strikes you as like very traditional, like bounty hunting, hunting people type behavior.
Oh, are they here for Ogie?
Oh no.
I thought we had
Are
more
they here
time.
for you?
Come on.
It could be here for any of us, honestly.
Yeah, imagine about it in that it is like, don't engage, go this, okay, then around, I'm not engaged, it's very way for advantage to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
They're not in a rush.
Nope.
Probably just studying us. Seeing who's here. Question us later. It's what law enforcement does. No offense.
I think this guy is a shoot first, ask questions later type of guy.
Yep. Like all sheriffs and present company excluded.
I think we just need to get home, keep our eyes open.
All right. Do you want to try to head home? Or are you trying to find additional hunting prey out here?
Were there other places that we could look here? I think that was one of the questions
I think
when you were frozen.
I think step one is going to be assess how much scenarium we were able to get from these birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Because James had given us a rough estimate of how much was needed.
Right.
All right. So yeah,
All right.
we'll head home.
All right. Did you want to do that back in town, or?
Couldn't we have done it while we were in the cave?
Yeah, I think you could have. Let's do this because I just realized we can go ahead and take our break. It looks like,
Okay.
and then we will come back and do that.
That works.
All right.
All right, let's get going. All right. So, going back there, let's see here. This is going to be a harvesting check, trying to get the Cenarium out. So, I do believe your shenanigans gives you a +1, if I remember.
I have proficiency in that.
Oh, I can also give a bardic. No, I'll give a bardic.
Does anybody else have proficiency?
Harvesting as
Yeah. As a tool.
no.
Guess I'm up.
All right.
So you got a D8, roll it twice.
So this would be using your dex.
Okay. Which is a +5, which is good. So +5, +3.
Yep.
All right.
And you add an additional 1 because I think your group scenario.
Oh, that's right. So that's +9 plus the D8.
Yep.
That I rolled twice. All right.
Let's take the highest.
Yeah, roll twice. Choose which one you want to use.
Natural 20. And, well, I rolled 2 ones on the Bardic. So that's a total of 30, I think. Or, no, 29.
It'd be 30.
Yeah. No, it's 29. Because it's +5 for dex, +3 for proficiency, +1 is the extra. But it's still a nat 20.
Well, so it's
you got
5,
five,
3, 1
3.
from the skill, and 1 from the die.
From the
Oh,
bardic.
that's right.
So it's 30.
It is 30. Okay, there we
You
go.
did it right the first time.
But nat 20. So
Woo!
that's the important thing here.
Yes, that is good. All right, very cool. So, yeah, digging in here. Look, when you were on watch and doing some of the games, I think everyone's kind of taking your lead because you know how to do this. When there was creatures captured at your father's old project, it was a big thing to get the Cenarium so that none was wasted.
So, Bobby, this is how a dad taught me to do it. So when you go look for Cenarium, I'll show you how to, get Cenarium. Not that you don't do it well. You probably do it even better. You could. Anyway.
I'm glad to learn. Come on now. He smiles as he watches you, and Aria, you definitely clock. Like, he watches her, and he's just like, yeah, like that. There's this person who's can do this particular thing well. Makes him a little more enamored with Callie than he was before.
Okay.
Just, I think Aria clocks it, being as she is. It's just like,
Yeah. She's just sitting there, just smiling and doing whatever it is Arya does.
perfect. So, digging in deep, this is a crazy thing, even for you, and with Arya's stuff. What you are able to get are enormous things of wind and thunder, like basically the weather patterns, the lightning and wind pieces of the storm. These are bigger than you've ever seen. So are the size, you weren't exactly what your daddy was asking for. They are much bigger than anything you've encountered with all your years and time with him.
I think this will be enough, honestly.
Oh, that's good to know.
He said he needed, 4 chunks?
What's it for?
I think he said for good size, though this is a lot in of itself. I would say you think if you can get something that has more to do with like the rain piece that you're looking for,
Hmm.
probably be good because you got a lot of the other stuff to help them, concoct this. In additional with the 30, you're able to find a very small piece of cenarium that is it's still this blue color, just like the bird, like the other cenarium, but it is a brighter blue and it glows where the other one does not, and it is very tiny. And you think you can add it to your cenarium weapon simply by touching it to your crystal.
Okay. So would that even work on my weapon?
Or actually, you have a crystal. You think it could still do something with your weapon.
All right. So I pick it up, and try to put it on my gun here.
All right. So as you touch the crystal, there is a brief glow, and on the barrel on either side, very quickly, and just I think this happens very quick, but Morgan, you definitively recognize this similar to a cenarium seed.
Okay.
And as soon as it touches, this crystal growth happens on either side of the barrel as it expends energy, and just a little bit of displacement around the barrel occurs.
Okay.
And then it stops glowing and just rests.
Well, we found the wind shard. We still need the rain shard.
I'm still. You found that crystal in the bird, and then it did that to your pistol.
I guess so. It looked like I've seen my dad do stuff like that before. I just thought it looked like it might fit.
Is there any way to even like have some idea of what this thing does?
Because you could essentially make could do intellect based like Tinkerers or Arcana with the Cenarium die or modifier.
Oh, I'm not great at that, but I'll try.
I've got Tinkers.
No, I got nothing. That's a 6.
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later.
Yeah.
What
I always
about-
say, Callie, you know something will happen. What about what?
Miss Aria. Can you take a look at it?
You want me to look at it?
Yeah.
I mean, can I look at it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I can look at it with Tinkers.
Intelligence.
All right, so that would be intelligence plus proficiency
+1.
+1. Okay. I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Shit.
Dice are talking.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Well,
a
they
mis-
haven't. They haven't really liked me today, so it's fine.
All right. Well, I guess if we ever get into a scrape, something will happen.
All right. So then what would you like to do?
I think we went back in time to do that. So
Yeah, we
guess
did. So yeah, now you have these large crystals. So
We
it's
gotta
a,
decide where we're going, though.
Where did we find any water stuff?
Well, I don't. Ogie, is there any water out here? Any bird nests near water?
I will check my maps. Off the top of the head, I think the only was Miracle Lake or
Yeah.
I guess there was. Is Miracle Lake the lake that we passed on the way out to the town? Way
Miracle
back
Lake
when?
is the place where only I can go back to.
yeah.
We kind of made them mad.
Well, there was. I remember on the way out to Don's Hope.
That was it.
There was like a magical lake that I had marked on my map for later.
Has Callie ever been to Miracle Lake?
No.
Okay.
But I think that's the same lake.
Yeah.
We're talking
Okay.
about the same lake right now. But what you can do is, because you've been mapping and spending your time doing the map, just give me a cartographer's check here. And you can do wisdom or intelligence, I guess.
All right. 26.
Very nice. All right, so 26. There is a more of a gorge of a place where water looks like it would have settled, and you think with the heavy rains of recently, it probably has a fair amount of water in it. Does it look like it was one that like a lot could flow into, but only a little could really flow out? So it probably your guess would be a pretty good choice. Yeah, since you've mapped the surrounding area.
All right. Then that's where I would recommend we go then. That way.
All right. I guess that's where we would be heading after we escaped.
Yeah. So you head that direction. And with that, you I would say this would be at least one layover day here. So everybody, please give me a D8.
Four.
2.
2.
Four.
Okay.
1.
1. Okay. Think pushing through toward this area, you're following your maps. It's a good ways out, especially with you have a wagon carrying a good amount of the scenarium on, and you have to be a lot more careful. You can't move quickly with the scenarium. If it gets jostled too much, things can happen. You keep it with you. I know it might be troublesome going back. The floating village, seeing a bunch of scenarium come in, could get suspicious, and you don't want to alert them ahead of time. So you continue as Fred keeps staring up to his horse. Is there any day he stops saying the gun's name? As much he's starting to pick up that there's something going on. So he's like real little like, oh man. And because of that, he gets a little quieter because he doesn't know quite what to do with himself. It's like on hunting parties, he used to having this persona, and he talks like that. It's just a way to talk to others. Now he's like, I don't know what to do with myself. Just goes in. But when Bobby is not near, Kelly has started to take in just to kind of like talk with him and stuff. And I think Ogie too. It's a little bit of banter more, especially when Ari's busy doing other things. And so continues that process. And as do their you come upon what seems to be a torn tent. It's ripped to shreds. The fabric looks like it would have been very tough fabric. The fabric is torn, you see that there was thin metal sheets that seem to have been torn as well that were within it. There is a flag that has been set out on a metal pole. The pole itself has several holes in it now. And though the flag has been very eroded away and ripped, the shreds blown far away, Arya, in an instant, you recognize the green dragon that was on it at one point.
So it looks like this tent and stuff has been there for a while, like abandoned, or
From this distance, I would make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm going to immediately tell everybody to stop, to not move any closer to it.
This fucking God damn it! Stop it. 17.
17. From here, there is no signs of rust or age. The colors are bright. It's just torn and ripped. You were in a dust storm last night.
What is this?
Looking at this heavy leather ripped tent, I am remembering the leather coat worn by the bounty hunter and the way it was ripped and ragged. Does this look like the same style?
I would say, yeah, it is a similar material.
Folks, this might be the tent of the hunter that was trying to put us down the chute.
what do we do?
Let me see if I can have this chat. I don't know who they're hunting, so Ogie, Callie, y'all should probably stay here. And I am going to try and walk towards the tent.
Okay. So you walk by yourself towards the tent. Make a perception check.
Well, that's not great. 14.
Take it in. You see the damage that is clearly by the storm. And getting closer, you look inside. The front flaps seem to have withstood the storm, though are now open. Of carefully moving it back, the tent appears to be empty. As far as people, there are objects in there. It looks like a bed locker and things that can keep storage and that type of stuff. Foot locker that's near a cot.
Is there anything of note outside of the storage? Any notes? Any bounty notices? Anything like that that's not in the storage? I mean, I'll get into the storage here in a second, but
there's a table set up, but it is clear. And I'd say no, there's really nothing else of note.
Cool. I would like to check the foot locker for traps before I try to open it.
All right, make a perception check.
$23.
All right. 23. Get close. And you hear a song inside. Almost like a hymn. That comes it. You don't see anything. Just hear this muffled hymn.
I'll go back towards the group and try and wave for Miss Aria.
Yeah.
how about you come take a look at this? There's something I want your opinion on over here before I pop open this chest, this
Okay.
footlocker.
All right, she'll go.
I know back where you're from, music has power,
Very much so.
and with the dragon up on the flag, I'm worried that this might have power I don't understand before I try and pop this thing open.
Well, probably. Is it the flag of the iridescent eye? Is that what
Yeah.
I was? Okay. It's the flag of the iridescent eye. But I'll listen. Let's see what this sounds like.
All right. All right, sorry about that. And you get close. And this is one of the this is an iridescent hymn that is being sung. One of the many songs of power. You know enough to know that it contains some type of magic.
Okay, well, yeah, this is a song of power. It's probably a good idea to not go snooping.
Is this the kind of thing that'll hurt me just by opening this box?
It contains some sort of magic. I don't really recall what.
You can make an arcana using your charisma modifier if you'd like.
Okay. So I get half proficiency on that for 5. So that'd be 15.
Okay. Your own songs, most of the stuff, at least how you first learned. Since being the rock, your music has been based more on the rock song than anything else. But in your early days, singing in the clubs of Traveler's Breach, everything derived from the hymns at some point. The culture that was sort of forced upon the area while everything else was destroyed. Much of the music you knew was this trying to reclaim it as a new culture of the streets. And your music was always fairly straightforward, as was most street music. What was so insidious about the hymns of the iridescent hymns were that their beauty often betrayed danger and death, as well as others beauty contained healing or benefit you could never tell by simply the tune. To listen and hear, going through the chords with a 15, this, I think you feel, needs a song to disarm it, and opening up would trigger any magic that is within, and you're at least able to tell that it is related to dragon's breath of poison.
Well, bad news. It is a trap. It's. If we open this, it's going to release dragon's breath, poison dragon breath. There is and you said there is a song that can disarm it. It needs a song to disarm it, correct?
Yeah.
There is a song to disarm it, but I don't know what that song is, or even if I could even try to replicate it.
All right. Miss Arya, I think it's time you probably step out of the tent. Don't go too far though.
You're not going to open this up, are you?
You told me there's poison dragon breath. Why would I do that?
Morgan, don't be a dumbass.
So Matt, I have Fey Step, which
Mhm.
can teleport up to 30 feet away. I would like to open this thing and Fey Step. I'm probably not going to be able to dodge all of it, but I'm going to hope that it's going to be enough to give me just a little bit better of a result when this thing starts spewing poison at me.
Okay.
Oh, you better know what you're doing, and I guess Arya will step out and away from the tent.
And was there anything else in this area that could be explored?
I mean, right now they're the only ones who've gone into the tent and have gone near the campsite at all. So if you wanted to look at other things in the campsite, I mean, everyone can do whatever they want. It just
Yeah.
so I guess
I just feel like Callie wouldn't have waited too long.
yeah,
I didn't want to interrupt what was going on.
I see. Yeah. What do you think Kelly would be looking for in here?
She'd just be looking for a sign as to who these people were and what they were looking for.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
17.
Okay. Digging around here. I think you look while they're in there. I think come close as there's a sense of safety. You're looking at campfire. What's around? I think there's this conversation. It's probably take a good amount of time just to even listen to this. And I would say you'd come across the idea that they it looks like they would have been able to hunker down with the storm. A little bit of ways you see a steed. It looks like the flesh part of them is okay, but the machinery, the knees are damaged. It's as if you see some covering, as if they were able to have enough covers for the biological parts, but weren't enough for the steel parts. And so the
Okay.
seal's damaged, and there's tools out here. So you would think possibly this person went to look for things to maybe repair the horse.
Yeah. So I think that's what she'll be doing while all that's going on.
Is there anything particular you want to be doing with that?
She wants to see if she can repair the horse.
All right. What types of stuff do you feel like she'd have on her to do so?
Nothing that's going to help her with that. She's got thieves' tools.
Well, so I guess the idea was like this person seemed to have gone for parts. So if there's anything she thought she'd use or think of, I guess is what I'm looking
I have a hammer and a crowbar.
for. All right. Looking at the metal here, looks like there needs to be like either metal or cenarium put in its place. You could try to do some work, I suppose. So yeah, go ahead and give me this would be harvesting. Do you have any other tools?
Thieves
Thieves. Okay.
and playing cards.
Yeah. I guess give me I guess a straight intelligence check.
All right. 4.
4. Okay, look at the 4. Yeah, I think you start fiddling around and kind of hitting with the hammer, and there's this like wince of pain as the entire mechanical leg comes off.
Oh,
The
gosh.
boat drops, and you now just see there is like the nerve wire that has been fashioned. You're pulling on it. The horse is screaming a little bit, and you
Oh my
quickly
God.
put it back.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. And so she'll just pet the animal. Try to calm it. Yeah.
Sounds good. Anybody else trying to figure anything out? We're wanting to interact with the scene. All right. So if you're good then, in cure, I guess Ogie, what are you doing? And Lyra.
I mean, Ogie's probably just sitting back watching because he was told to wait there, and so that's what he's doing. He's just sitting there waiting until he sees something that would, get him to go towards the campsite.
Okay.
He's, I guess, kind of keeping an eye around just to see if there's anybody coming or anything like that. Just kind of doing a general, keeping an eye on the area.
Right. Makes sense.
Lyra's doing the same thing, hanging back, just keeping an eye out for trouble, just in case.
Right. Okay. Then both of you give me perception checks.
26.
Five.
All right. So, as this happens, I think the first thing you see is Arya leave the tent hurriedly. And Ari, what are you doing as like Morgan tells you to go?
She's just gonna have God, if she needs to, I guess she'll just keep an eye out for Morgan and be ready to, I don't know, heal her.
Okay. I mean, so at this point, you see, it sounds like Morgan and I are still a ways off. Callie's pretty close now, maybe within like 15 feet with
Mhm.
Bobby. I don't imagine that Fred would have gotten a little closer.
Yeah. Callie, why did you knock that horse's leg off?
I didn't. I was trying to help. I feel really bad about it, Miss Aria.
Okay, well, let me come over there while Morgan is doing something crazy, and I'll try and help put it back together because she's got Tinker's tools. At least put it back to the way it was before you found it.
That's mean.
All right.
I'm only mean because I love you.
All right. So Arya is gone, and Morgan, you open it.
Yep.
You do so, kind of having your like Misty Step thing ready.
Absolutely.
Okay. You open it up, and the song immediately stops. And for a moment, you see what looks like a Cenarium crystal written with inscribed upon it what looks like lines of writing from a language. What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. So you do not recognize it here. And as it seems like it's exposed to the air, the lines glow, and the crystal is consumed and breaks as the shards transform into this green and yellow fog. As it fills the tent, and Callie and Arya, you just turn as this encompasses you and the horse. At which point, your magic goes off, Morgan, and you find yourself on the other side, outside, looking at this mist. You're with Ogie and Lyra, but I'm thinking Bobby and Fred and Arya and Callie are not there.
So that gas has expanded like much outside of the tent.
Yeah. And so I think that was like your reaction. She basically did your turn for the most part. Is there anything you want to try to do really quick or say?
I'll just get out.
Okay. All right.
Really all I can do in that moment.
In that case, Callie, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 14.
Okay. 14 is going to fail. And as you breathe in the air, you take 20 poison damage.
Okay.
And make one for Bobby.
Nat 20.
Nice.
I don't know what his modifier is, but nat 20.
Yeah, Bobby will take 10.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to do?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
So
this fog like sits there.
can I see?
You cannot. Is obscured.
Can I see anybody nearby?
I mean, you know you are next to Arya, but you cannot see.
So I'm just going to yell and say, I can't see. I don't. I'm gonna try to move blindly, and God knows where I end up. I'm gonna try to get out of here, though.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. So they give an idea of what out is. So you and Bobby can both do that. What's your speed?
Mine is 35. His is 30.
Okay. All right, then both of you run. You get 10 and 15 feet out of the cloud.
And I just yell, follow my voice.
All right.
I'm out of the cloud.
Then Arya, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You would take 10 poison that burns. And let me make one for Fred. Oh, he'll only take 10 poison too.
Awesome.
And do you go to move out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit in a poison. Fred, where are you? As she's moving out.
All right, so you run. Yeah, absolutely. You run out of this, and you rejoin everybody else as you make your way out of the fog. Then Ogie, anything you'd like to do?
I mean, if I would have been probably a ways away, so as soon as I see the cloud puff out of the tent, I'd have started running down. Excuse me, running down there. Make sure everybody's okay.
Okay. Close everybody. Morgan?
I'm just gonna check on everybody, make sure, right? Like I've got eyes on everybody now. Everybody's out of the cloud. Everybody's accounted for. And then I'm just gonna look around to make sure that, like, you know, we're not also gonna get ambushed or something.
What was that?
Just like a Lyra.
Oh.
I'm heading towards everybody, make sure everybody's okay. I've got water in case anybody needs water to help clear out their throat. Anything like that.
Awesome. All right. So you get this as you do. You see. You got out 30. Yes, some of you got closer, so this means it's going to encompass Morgan as the cloud moves 10 feet towards you. Is it? And re-encompasses Morgan. And I think the rest of you would have gotten a little bit past Morgan. And so you see it come. Bobby almost gets caught up in it. And so Callie, what do you want to do?
I'll grab Bobby's hand and start making our way toward the wagon.
Okay, so you get like the ways out of there. Sound good. Arya.
Well, I thought I could do something, but I can't do anything. So I'm going to keep run. Like, is Fred next to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to grab his hand and start running further away with him. No, so like, no, we're not. No. And
Nice.
cast healing word on him real quick.
On it. And Oogie?
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm running towards the group just to try to check on them if I can get to them. Can I just? Did the cloud go after Morgan, or is she just still close enough to it that it caught up to her?
It seems to be moving the same direction as all of you.
So it's moving the same direction as everyone running away while I'm running towards?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, you ran towards it, and you got to kind of where everybody was, except Morgan, who was, like, only about 10 feet away from it. Then encompassed Morgan, and everyone started running away from it. So you can run towards Morgan in there, or you can start run away with everybody else, or stay, or do whatever you want.
I'm going to try to stay nearby, far enough away that I don't think I'll get caught up in it, but close enough to help Morgan if I need to.
Okay. Then Morgan, give me a Constitution saving throw.
And Fred got 7 HP back.
$16.
16. Okay, that's going to be 10 poison damage. And then you can run out of the cloud.
So I'm going to like, most people seem to be heading back towards the wagon. I'm going to split off like 90 degrees the other direction. I'm the
Okay.
one that opened the chest. It might be hunting me specifically. So I'm going to go a different direction from them. And I'm going to full move dash.
Sure. Okay. So you run 90 from there. And Lyra, what do you would like to do?
I'm close to. Who am I closest to? Bobby and Callie, or?
Oh, you were. Now you're close to no one. Because everybody has run away.
Okay, well, I was running toward him, so I'm turning the same direction.
Right. You got
as
them.
him.
And then
Uh-huh.
they ran away the direction you came from.
Gotcha.
Just like
So,
you caught up, the thing moved, they went, oh crap! And ran back from where you came.
gotcha. So, I'm running with him back towards the wagon. And I'm seeing Morgan run away, scratching, going whatever. I don't know what she's doing, but she'll figure it out. And I'm going back towards the wagon with the rest of them.
You got it. In that case, as you start moving, you see this cloud just continually come essentially the direction of the wagon. That's moving at 10 feet, but now you've got enough distance where it's avoidable. And so, what would you like to do? It's not, as long as you don't stay still, you're not going to be in too much danger.
If it's moving towards the wagon, I'll go behind it and get back into the tent and look at what was in the footlocker.
Okay. So you wait there, and it takes a little bit. Probably takes about 20 seconds before you kind of gets past that area.
All right. In that time, I'm going to go up and cast a first level Cure Wounds on Morgan. Because I'm guessing she's not looking great at the moment.
So you're circling around the cloud.
Yeah.
Does it look like this fog is? Does it feel like this fog or this gaseous cloud or whatever is going with the wind, or is it like hunting the wagon?
Let's put it this way: do you get in the wagon? Maybe do you move the wagon?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
as you
think
move
we
the
would.
wagon, it continues in a straight line.
Okay. Okay.
You don't get the sense of going with the wind, but it's going in the direction it started.
Gotcha.
11 healing, Morgan.
All right.
So we're not in initiative anymore then.
Right. I think now it's because I broke initiative because if there's anything anybody wants to make sure they do.
All right. Yeah, I'll go back. Pop the footlocker open.
Right. Anything, Callie?
Well, she was going to get on the wagon to drive it, but I guess she'll...
I feel, but that was probably Callie moving the wagon.
Oh yeah,
And-
Arya would not have moved the wagon.
once
She'd been
you-
like, Callie,
Stop-
move the wagon.
I'm sorry. So if Callie's on the wagon, what would she do with it? I feel like-
She's going to try to get it. Well, she knows the direction to the lake, but she's going to try to pick up the others on the way, so that it doesn't get too close to the cloud, but close enough so they can hop on and they can keep moving.
Okay. So you move and you see the cloud continue past. You see kind of Morgan and Ogie like kind of going more towards the tent. Do you wait for
Yeah.
them? Okay. So you just kind of move it around. I gotcha. Get it kind of going. Even Bobby's like, I can't believe they're going back in there.
They're old.
Oh my gosh.
I told her not to open and not to mess with things we didn't understand.
You mean she did that?
Yes, she did that. I told her there was going to be a poisonous dragon breath weapon thing going off, but no. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine.
How
I'm
are
almost
you
dead.
feeling? You're
I'm
almost
really
dead.
bad.
Oh my god, Callie, why didn't you say something? Healing
Well, I just got
word.
here.
You're so. You gotta tell me when this stuff happens. And
I choked on
3,
poison.
6.
I'm the only one who failed.
That's 11 back. You silly girl.
Yeah. Does anybody else need some healing? Because I can do that.
Bobby's
Or do
not
you just-
great.
Bobby is down by 10. Callie's down by 9.
I'm down by 10.
Yeah.
Morgan's fine.
I'll healing word myself.
All
No.
right.
You save your spell. I'll cure wounds you.
Okay.
All right.
So you get 9 back.
Thank you.
That's going in. Morgan, you go back and you see the open here. There there is another crystal that looks like the other one here, but there's nothing written upon it. But it does have this. It's entirely clear, which Cenarium usually is not. And it seems to have this green glow in its center.
Okay.
Also in this box is a book. Seems to have notes and lyrics in the same language that you saw before that was written upon the crystal. There is 30 gold pieces here. It's a bit strange because gold usually isn't necessarily used so much. There are 3 company vouchers of black. which generally can get you almost anything in a place that goes by the company. Do a lot, depending. You're not exactly sure how it is because you've never even used them. Somewhat a rarity of people to have, at least that you would run with. In addition, there are several letters and correspondence written within the same language as the other things. And a dark coin that has black cenarium embedded in it. Not sure what metal the coin's made of, but it is like a pure black metal with this pure black cenarium.
Okay.
Looking at that, you don't. The only thing that you can make out as far as what this could be has to do with the way the coin has these grooves etched into it, and the grooves are reminiscent of the way energy is channeled through machines from your homeland, the God Nexus.
Okay. Is there... So, first of all, I don't touch the Cenarium crystal, and I don't touch the coin.
Okay.
I will get them in my bag, but I will, I don't use ripped, torn fragments of the tent, whatever. I'm not actually touching these things.
Okay.
They scare me, but taking all of that, is there... I'm still looking for anything that might tell us, like, the easy answer here is this is another bounty hunter looking for Ogi, but I'd like to confirm that. Is there anything that would confirm who they're looking for in particular?
Okay. So if you look through documents here, there are... It's still in this other language, but there are what look like very carefully cut out pieces that are essentially clipped onto others, and those are drawn or mass-produced pictures. And there is one of you, one of Ogi, one of Arya, and one of Lyra.
All right.
And they're attached to what seems to be several pages.
All right.
And looking further, after those are on top. You see Miss Gabby Ross with red lettering over her picture. Then you see Cochrane. You see Fred. And slowly you make out the majority of the population of your town. Dawn's Hope.
right.
I would say Callie's in here, but with her family.
Okay. All right, Ogie, it's time to leave. On the way out, I want to more definitively smash the metal parts of that horse.
Are you bringing the papers, everything?
Oh, I'm bringing everything.
Okay.
Okay, so
But
you're
just
taking-
on
So
the way on the
you
way
just
back.
take the box, the locker, or do you take everything out of the locker, leave it empty? It's up
I
to you.
take everything out of the locker.
Okay. Just curious. Okay. Should we say that you just kind of put the horse out of its misery? This is because this is going to cause pain to the horse. So I'm just kind of see where you would go with this.
Yeah. Okay. So I was trying to do a thing like if I just messed with the metal bits, then that wouldn't.
It's kind of linked all up the way the things are. I suppose if you wanted to take time, you could carefully do it just to make a bigger mess, but quickly, you can't do it without pain.
Miss Aria,
Yeah.
I know you make things. Can you make the parts for this?
Make the parts for the horse?
The missing metal, the spots, the parts that whoever the hunter went to go get, to scrap, to salvage, to fix the horse.
Yeah.
Can you use your? Can you sing them into being?
Yeah, but it's only going to be here for about 3 hours.
That'll be long enough to get the horse away from the hunter.
I don't want to do that to the horse. Just put it out of its misery. It's already hurt. And even if we let it go free, something's going to get it.
Is there room to put the horse in the carriage?
I'd say there could be if you wanted to.
Then yes, I'm not killing the horse.
Okay.
But I don't want the hunter to have it when he realizes that we've grabbed his. I don't want them to have it when they realize we've grabbed their stuff.
Gotcha. Do you tell everybody about the hymn? I guess it's a hymn book and the papers.
I mean, once we get settled, I'll talk to Miss Aria about it, as I assume. I'm at least at first making some general assumptions that with this being from that this is probably draconic since I can't read it, and that Miss Aria would be the only person and maybe Lyra, but my first go-to would be Miss Aria about all of this stuff before I bring everybody's attention to what this thing that we can't read.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I want to get settled and moving first.
That makes sense.
You would immediately catch that Morgan is terrified.
All right. Okay.
And is like, we need to do this. We need to get moving. We need to now. She's not even like, there's no room for questions. We need to get moving first.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Now, I would say the next bit of this is on our way to the Scourge Lake. And I think however y'all want to play.
Once we get moving, I will absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Aria, can you read this?
I will look at it. And I can read Draconic if that is what it is.
It is in fact draconic.
Yeah.
A few things very immediately that you grab from this area. So let's just kind of get some rolls here. What's everyone doing on the traveling?
Four.
Mapping and keeping watch.
Okay.
And if there's nobody else to, if the horse needs a medicine check, I could do that. But it's robo horse, right?
Yeah, it's Robo Horse.
So I got nothing for that then.
I'm going to be trying to have this conversation with Miss Arya while we're moving.
Sure. I was just going to, everyone else. In particular.
I'm just keeping watch right now. Since Morgan appears on edge.
All right. And Callie, you driving then?
Well, it depends. I don't know. Am I in the wagon?
You definitely could be, because there's horses in the wagon. I'm just trying to kind of what everyone's doing.
Okay.
I mean, Fred.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to set the scene on what everyone wants to do. That's all.
It's a hard one.
Because you could be curious on what's going on and wanting to hear it. I'm very whatever.
Yeah, I think. Well, depends. Like they brought all this stuff. Did they just put it in the back?
I mean, I put most of the, especially like the books and the notes, all that stuff went into my bag.
Okay.
And again,
now you're all
Callie-
looking at it, so it's all like put out.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, it's like it's as I'm pulling it out of my bag, right? But it's not just like sitting somewhere. I would have told Bobby and Fred and Callie, and Callie, feel free to do whatever it is you want to do. But as we get moving, I would have explicitly made sure to tell the three of them to keep their eyes up, because that hunter's not giving up.
So Callie would be in the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Probably distracted.
All right. Would she be with Bobby then, or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm about in the back of the wagon, just distracted there, and then I think Fred's probably just keeping things moving. I think the horse is sort of tied to the wagon because it can't move fast anyway, and they're just trotting along now with everything. So, Arya, you begin paging through. What do you want to look at first?
First, I want to look at the hymn book first.
So, opening this, there is a name on the hymn book.
Okay.
This is Archbishop Ratsbull.
Archbishop Ratsbull? Does that name ring a bell?
The title is, I mean, from what you understand the archbishops, I'm not sure Ratsbull is. You don't necessarily know that name.
Okay.
Well, it'd be fair, I guess, do a history check.
Okay. Because when she was younger, before she joined the underground, she was training in the churches to become, yeah. So, that was 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay. 16. The fact that you don't recognize the name and that they would have the rank of archbishop.
Mhm.
You'd indicate that they would either they belong either to essentially a like ambassadorial regime,
Mhm.
or what, as the things about the rock were discovered, would have become an expansionist regime. As far as a leader of one of the of an order that would go into that, because you would have known them otherwise if they were active.
Yeah. All right.
Those would be the only two orders that you wouldn't have run with or had contact with.
Gotcha. All right.
So that's the first thing there. So it's a personal hymn book, and going through there, I mean, these are high sacred hymns that you never had access to.
Shit.
Very powerful indeed.
Mhm.
And like in Traveler's Breach, possession of this would have been the death penalty
Oh,
if you weren't supposed to have it.
yeah. Okay, we're just gonna. Do you mind if I keep this, Morgan?
No use to me.
Cool. I'm gonna stick it in her bag, and then she's gonna start going through the other papers.
Okay. Going through the notes, these are done in the style of church history and clergy note-taking and historical documentation, done with interviews, research, very painstaking. Just by looking in through, you can pick up that while it's written in the same hand, it is in fact of a different. It's different points of view, as if whoever wrote this maybe talked to people and wrote down what they said. There's quotations. There's this that puts a lot of facts about each person, specifically movements, habits, any notes of abilities, but very much like a criminal profile almost. Like how do they think? What do they do? So that someone who put this together might be able to very clearly anticipate actions. Looks like someone's been profiling the town.
Okay. Well, somebody's been keeping an eye on us, and they've been profiling us.
You would this, and it bears the marks. Like the last time you saw stuff like this was files done on the underground in Traveler's Breach. It's like kind of that style.
Yeah. So these are all these are the marks of the iridescent eye, the writing style and everything like that. The way they did their
They were hired by the company to deal with us.
yeah.
Callie and Bobby are making out right now in the background.
It's fine.
Yeah. Bobby is, but anyone who would see this, he's a little uncomfortable about the time and the place, but is also a boy.
For the record, Owie is on top and he sees nothing.
He's
He's
watching.
He's watching.
He is sitting on top of the
He's on
wagon.
top of them. He's big super. No, I'm done.
I'm like on top of the covered wagon part,
On
just
top?
chilling up there,
Just
making
whistling.
my maps.
Trying to look everywhere else.
Pretty much. He's up there just making his maps. That's all he's doing.
Have these notes paid particular interest in anybody in particular?
But the way that they were handled, there was the idea that the only thing you can really make out here is that all of you, besides Callie, Fred, Cochran, and like Silver, and a few of the other like more town council will all kind of put together. And then everybody else was more grouped by families. And all of you were at the top. But they bear like the type of investigation that isn't counting anybody out. Almost equal attention has been paid to everybody. But looks like person might have read all of yours just by the damage of the paper a little bit more on the kind of the top ones. But I mean, this is a very thorough investigation, and I would say with that, without doing a lot of research, just kind of getting like the basic gist of this.
Okay. Well, they know the ins and outs of our lives, what we're good at, what we're not good at, and personalities, everything. Swear to God, if she sees a picture of Tempest.
No, there wouldn't be a picture of Tempest.
Okay. But they're keeping a close eye on us, and
of note, none of the children, the ones that you kind of got out of those scenarios, are in this.
none of those
kind of
children
noticed
are
it.
in this. Oh, no. Okay. So there's something weird.
The
Morgan.
hunter wasn't the scout. He's been given this report.
Yeah, he has, and there's all. Okay, so, well, I don't know, because the writing, the handwriting is the same as the archbishop's, correct?
Yes.
And the archbishop wouldn't just give somebody his own personal hymn book. Like, she'll pull it out and like, if I was in Traveler's Breach and they found me with this, I would have my head would be on the chopping block immediately.
Excuse me, Bobby. What do you mean your head would be on the chopping block?
This hymn book has really, really powerful songs in it, stuff that I never even got to see.
Well, you can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it now. That's why it's in my possession. But the thing is, if I was in Traveler's Breach and I got my hands on this, because you have to be a certain, I guess, clearance level in order to even look at this book.
What's all?
It's a immediate death.
What's all the fuss about a book?
It's not just the book; it's the songs in the book.
Oh, well, you should learn the songs. They're probably real powerful if they're trying to protect them all that way.
Not a bad idea, Kelly. Oh, if they don't have if they already have their sights set on me, they're gonna be even more wanting to murder me after this.
Well, and she just looks over your shoulder to look at the book. I've seen it too, so I guess I'll have to behead us both.
Oh well, at least we'll be beheaded together.
Yep.
There's comfort in that. Oh, and Morgan too. All three of us. We gotta have our heads chopped off together.
Ogie, where's Ogie?
You see his head pop down through the back, just his head from the top, just straight down.
Take a look at this, Ogie. And she shows the book to him.
And you said it was in Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ogie reads this, starts reading a few lines of it to himself, just not out loud, just looks at it.
Well,
why do you have it upside down?
Well, it don't matter. Won't have a head for long once they find out you saw it.
I mean, somebody already wants it, so.
That's true.
Yeah. They won't mind.
It's possible it's the same people, so.
Well, yeah, Traveler's Breach is definitely looking for you, but
I guess
fucking tell it, Tara.
We're all outlaws now.
I think we've always been outlaws. All right. Well, let me can I have that back, Callie, so I can put it up?
Oh, yeah, here.
Thank you. I'm not going to be leaving it around to God and everybody, or whoever and everybody. And we've really got to get these people out of our town, and we've really got to, like, I don't know, maybe beef up security around town because they are coming after the town, it looks like.
Yeah, well, we've got, a day ahead of us before we get to the rain shard?
Are we going to go get Squirtle?
We're going to get rain stuff. That's and then I'm making sure we don't get lost on the way.
All right.
All right. So then you continue heading. Anything else having to do with this particular scene?
Oh, Morgan, I was going to tell you a really weird thing about all these paper stuff, all this stuff on everybody.
Yeah.
There's nothing about the children from the crystal.
I'd guess that the report was compiled before.
It's got all the families.
It couldn't have been. I met all you on that trip. That was when I came to town. I helped y'all get the babies.
Yeah. And it has every.
No, I know why.
Matt, it has information on everybody that has moved into the town since the babies were born as well.
A good amount of them.
A good amount of them. So whoever was doing this, they would have known about those babies, and none of the information about even Tempest is in here.
Because the babies aren't targets. The company wants them alive.
Oh.
Oh, that just makes me. Oh no, and we're not there. What if the company's attacking the town and taking Tempest and the babies now?
No, nobody's taking Tempest.
The company paid for this hunter, this archbishop. He's the one doing the work. He is the one that was attempting to shoot at us earlier. He's out here with us and not in town.
Well, what if they have somebody else trying to get What if they have somebody else trying to get Tempest?
If it makes you feel better, we can go back to town.
Oh wait! I can cast sending. That's right. I can send a message. Oh yes. I need to send a message to I'm freaking out. What's her name again? Fred. Oh my god.
Hey, listen. Why don't you send one to my brother and have him make sure, to keep guard or something.
Okay.
He can use a gun.
Okay. Oh, what was your brother's name again?
Johnny.
Johnny. Okay, Johnny. Yeah, she's gonna cast sending to Johnny. Johnny,
Telling who you are.
it's Arya. How's my baby?
He's gonna think you're talking
Is
about
she
him.
okay? Is my Tempest fine?
Oh no.
Where is she?
He's gonna think you think he kidnapped her.
Anything else?
Please let me know as quickly as possible.
Arya's panicking.
Ogie's gonna pop his head back down and be like, Arya, you didn't happen to bring any of your cinnamon or mint stuff, did you?
There ain't no time for that, Ogie. I'm waiting on a
I
second.
think now's exactly the time for that.
All right. And with that, no. Okay, so
Oh, shit! Don't
I'm
do that to me.
I won't. You get a response. I didn't take your child. Tempest is fine. You must have found something. Right. There's a pause. Things seem okay. More than float of folk trying to come in, lure people out. We trying to keep them away as much as possible. But everything seems okay. Just tense.
Okay. Oh, Tempest is fine, and your brother didn't kidnap her. So we're good. He's not gonna die this time.
I didn't say he kidnapped her, Miss Arya.
The way you were saying, oh my God, my heart.
No, I said you should tell him to guard her to make sure she's okay.
She's gonna pull out her flask and take a big old gulp. Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's take the flask. We will end there for tonight. The drinking and the who as you move towards Watery Gorge that is filled. And we'll come back next week. Y'all are watching?
Roll to steal flask.